Hello, my name is Kashivai. Welcome to these Forbidden Fruits. I have a Bluetooth in again, so you probably won't hear the noises that really you probably don't need to hear, but the background noises. Exactly. I was just listening to Ariel Gatoba, I think their name is, and they said, your thoughts know who's boss because you control your thoughts. And as long as you are in awareness that you control your thoughts, the thoughts know who's boss. And those thoughts that don't know who's boss, because you aren't in control of them, well, they will be destroyed by your awareness. Your awareness of those thoughts, your consciousness of those thoughts, well, that puts you in control. So, they don't exist. Your past doesn't exist the way you've been telling it, the stories you've been saying about it. It doesn't exist that way anymore because you didn't control your thoughts then. You control your thoughts now. You control who you are now. And you need to remember that. I need to remember that, or I wouldn't be telling you this. I guess I should probably get back to doing what I was doing, which was, just kind of getting my poop in a group, right? Turning my shit to Shinola. And I don't have any shit. I'm no longer a shit shoveler. I'm shitless. I give no shits. No, I give all the shits. But shits are good things, not bad things. It's not literal shit. It's not literal shit. It is, again, a metaphor, an allegory of whatever, the Bible. It's the whole Bible wrapped up in your life. What are you telling yourself? This is literal and God is wrathful and I should be fearful. And no, to be fearful of God means to have awe and respect for God. It's not the same as him scaring us shitless, like him. There we are. It's those negative thought forms. It's those negative thought forms that scare us shitless. It's those, stories of the past that scare us shitless. It's the retelling of the same story that scares us shitless because it creates the nightmare. I don't respect the nightmare, I don't consent to the nightmare, and I'm not going to be a part of that nightmare anymore. I'm not a part of the nightmare, I'm a part of God. I'm a part of Source. I'm a part of the all that is. I'm a part of this earth. I'm a part of you. I'm a part of me. I'm a part of my family, my children, my tribe, my loved ones. I'm a part of them. And they're not shit. They're the shit. Like that double entendre that they keep throwing at us. Like all words that used to mean good mean bad, and words that used to mean bad mean good. And I even got myself caught up in that. At times I get myself caught up in that. Like I was talking about the end of Prof, where he says, like, tell me something bad today that happened. Because they got to amp themselves up for doing bad shit. Which is like, kill somebody in that metaphor that they're using in that song, Pain Salesman. They're really talking the ego and about killing the ego that says that we need to be afraid. We have no reason to be afraid, only to be curious. And does every curiosity end in fear and in danger? No. But we found that out when we were kids. It seemed like every curiosity we had was something to be fearful about because, well, our parents hadn't been, a part of Source and hadn't been grateful to the Most High, hadn't been grateful for, well, their knowledge of themselves because they didn't know themselves, so they couldn't love themselves, so they couldn't love us, and so therefore, repitan, por favor, repeat and repeat, sat in a boat. I don't know. We have to stay really still on the water sometimes. Really still on the water to see it clearly, you know? But it's the ripples that change things. You can't see your reflection well on rippled water. But the water isn't always being given ripples by your boat. Stay in the now. And just be still in your boat and watch the mirror reflect how beautiful you are in the water. Without sin, we're purified with water. Without mistakes, we're purified by water. Without lessons, we're purified by water. But it is the blessing that purifies us through fire. It is the blessed be, the blessing. God be not lest ye be. Or God not be lest ye be. There it is, blessed be. These thought forms can't exist when you know that you are one with God, Source, this earth, this energy, this frequency, this positive embodiment of the experience of God. Your outcome is to be great because you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear and the heart to heal and the mind to manifest. And your higher heart is a projector, so don't project nasty words or, you can't. You have value. You don't do that anymore. You have value, and you know your value because your value is that of God, gods, goddesses, the cherubs, the seraphim, the angels, you have gender because you are not pure energy. You are energy in motion. It doesn't mean you have to fit your gender. And that doesn't mean the angels don't have feelings. They don't know the experience. Well, yeah, I guess that means that angels don't have feelings because they don't have the experience through feelings, right? And because we're fallen and we have free will, we have the experience through our feelings and emotions. Angels don't have emotions because they're not energy in motion, they're just energy. Well, information. They're helping us with the knowledge to turn that into understanding, to create the wisdom that is the manifestation, basically. And my stomach is growling, so I've experienced, so I understand. There's great knowledge with the angels, but there is wisdom with the experience. And there is wisdom with God because He is a part of you and you are a part of it. Or it is a part of you and you are a part of it, because again, there's no gender there. But He has experienced things through you. So again, he has the wisdom. He created you. Now you create your experience. Okay, whatever. Just something about the shack comes to mind. Evolutia. Evolutia, that's her name. Her as Papa, as God. Great fractal of your spirit. What was her name? The other one. Saraya, I think. And then, of course, Jesus. And Jesus is the Son of God, which is us. And the other one would be the, in a female form, the Spirit. The Word. Ugh. Knowledge. I guess. I don't know. I'm getting now again. We're going back to I'm thinking back to Sophia Lilith. Thinking back to Lilith. And the story in the Gnostic of Sophia, who was in some cases considered Lilith, who was in some cases considered a demon, a serpent, like Lucifer. Sophia wanted to create on her own. I guess the serpent did too. I guess speaking to you in the garden, or Eve in the garden, which would be what? Basically a half-sister to Adam, and Sophia actually being or Lilith actually being Adam's first wife. Well, she came down there to ask forgiveness, to repent basically, and show them the way back up to knowing that they were one with God, because when they were made into clay, Sophia went her separate ways, or Lilith went her separate way, Lilith went her separate way, and found someone else who knew that they were a fractal of God. And Sophia, I'm still scratching my head. But they considered that person that knew that they were a fractal of God, or that being that knew that they were a fractal of God, was apparently considered also a demon, or Anki, or an alien. Well, some of us are hybrids. Was it an angel? Or was it a demon? Well, we both shake hands at the end of the day and say, good job, good job. Sorry that we sabotaged you, self. These thought patterns. Sorry that these thought patterns sabotaged you, but we learned our lesson. Thank you. We're doing better today than we were yesterday. Thank you. We're getting there. High five. It's too bad we gotta throw a little bit of doubt in there and mistrust and self-sabotage, but we're getting it done. Sometimes those those thought patterns are actually good. Like, hey, don't forget, you got a fucking star player at your back. Lulu calls it that, star player. She's the one that says, scare the shit out of me. I could use a good detox. You know, purge that shit. Gaia, Papi, Pachamama, again with the Papa. But our Mother Earth is purging her emotions. But it's not going to be violent like, but she's repressed for so long. She's been repressed for so long. She's now emitting, you know, a lot of, and so is the sun. Because it has been suppressed for so long. It has been. But it is also our what brings Earth its life. They're just having a communication. They're just talking. And because of the fact that some people just don't know how to communicate with each other, let alone with themselves, let alone with their source, they're having a hard time communicating, so they're having a hard time, you know, not going to war. Not, you know, they're having a hard time not turning the other cheek. Because they need the apologies, they need the... They'd rather be right than happy, like they say in AA. And that's just, it's... I'm sorry for that. Because I know there was a long time where I'd rather be right than happy. I need the proof, you know. So I have to prove it. I have to prove I'm good enough, so I have to prove I'm right. I have to prove that my way works. Well, my way doesn't work without God. My way doesn't work without faith in myself, in God, in Source, in the fact that Mother Earth and Father Sun, let's say, feed the birds, right? He feeds the birds. The birds are fed. They don't have to go, you know, look for miles and miles and miles of concrete for one loaf of bread, because we're always giving them breadcrumbs. And we are always given breadcrumbs. Depends on what you do with it. It all depends on what you do with it. What are you doing with your breadcrumbs? Are you leading people to healing, or are you leading yourself astray? And I want to lead myself, first and foremost, to healing with these breadcrumbs that I'm given. And I'm just really grateful that I am in a forest full of seeds for the birds. Or breadcrumbs. In a parking lot full of breadcrumbs. In a forest full of seeds. I am being fed by my home, by my source. I am being fed as within, so without. I am abundant, as within, so without. And even if it just is a little bit of knowledge, nobody has to hear it. The experience and the understanding is what turns it to wisdom. And I get it. I get it. But not anymore. I've understood it. Now I'm using wisdom. Now I'm manifesting through wisdom, a W word, a wicked witch of a W word. Oh, you wisdom, you. And I'm grounding that in my reality. I'm planting that in the Earth Star chakra, in my treatment of this planet, and I'm grateful to her, and I'm grateful for all of the spirits and angels and guardian angels and demons or what, no, all the things, of course, of a positive light. And sometimes just my ego that comes through. I'm thankful for the messages that I have to give to you and to give to me, the remembrance. I'm grateful for everything, bad or good. Lessons are blessings, and I'm going to be, because God not be lest I be. I am blessed. May you be blessed as well. Bless out, bitch. I'll talk to you later. Love you.